Hello everybody, it's Mike again. 28th of March, Friday. 75, maybe 80 degrees. Pretty windy out here. But it's nice. It's nice to get outdoors. You can feel the heat, even though the wind's gusting to 30, 40 mile an hour. And so you can see things are starting to green up. We're turning the corner. Still here in Indiana, it's a start and go type of scenario. I remember growing up, sometimes we would go to the Indy 500 and have our winter coats on in May. So it's a unpredictable place weather-wise. But today I woke up and I was just like, hey, why am I here on this earth? I mean, I was born. What does that mean? Well, it just occurred to me. I was given an opportunity. Your life is an opportunity. Well, that sounds real profound, right? Yeah, I know. But I don't ever remember being told that from a young age. Maybe that's something we ought to tell our kids as we're raising them, instead of trying to spend all our time inculcating them with rules, regulations, and do's and don'ts, and behavior issues, and trying to make sure they're doing this or that, or on the right team, and in the right clubs, and hanging out with the right crowd. Maybe we should reframe that whole deal there. It just occurred to me. I mean, you have an opportunity with your life to write your own book. And I don't remember anybody ever telling me that as a kid. I do remember my parents and grandparents trying to help me and teach me, and you got to grow up, get a good job, got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do that. There was never any, never any positive-minded conversations about what you're capable of. I'm not saying that they were being negative or that was deliberate. I just don't think anybody's ever really thought about it. I mean, everybody's different. Kids are different. They have different talents. Some of them are great athletes. Some of them are great scientific people, going to be scientists, doctors. Other people are great with their hands. I work with a young guy that can literally take a car engine apart and rebuild it. And it's something he does for fun. It's not his job. And he's great at his job. He's really mechanically oriented to be able to do stuff like that. And I'm in awe of that. So let's just go back to the beginning here and start over in your mind. Let's just pretend for a moment that someone told you, said, hey, your life is an opportunity. You got an opportunity here. And that opportunity is what you make of it. I'm not saying there aren't hard knocks along the way. We've talked about that. There is. But it is a great opportunity. And fortunately, probably most people listening to this video live here in the United States or were born here. I know YouTube is worldwide, but there's opportunity here to do stuff that you can't really do in other countries. Nothing's perfect, I get it. But to me, it just makes a lot of sense to clear the deck, forget the past, go back to step one, which is, what are you doing here? Well, your life is an opportunity for you to create something great. But you got to start. You got to take the first step. You might get into something you think is going to be the answer to everything you thought you wanted, and it doesn't give you that fulfillment, so you got to shift gears. Fine. But become opportunity minded. Don't sit here and think, okay, I got my job, I got to do my job, I got to pay my bills, and got my retirement account, and then I'm going to retire at 65, and this and that, whatever. Get rid of that thinking, man. Get rid of it. Nothing wrong with saving for retirement. Nothing wrong with having your job. But if that's all your life is down to right now, then you're shortchanging yourself. You've got the opportunity with all these internet communications to learn new things, do new things, see new things, go places. Take advantage of it, man. Start today. Your life is an opportunity to build a future, even if you're older. I had a conversation yesterday with a friend who was at the track. He's 65. He works out a lot. He was telling me he had just got back from a trip, a bicycle trip where they were furnished bicycles with a guide and everything. Took them from Jekyll Island, Georgia to St. Augustine, Florida on the East Coast over there. And if you're interested, you can look up the history of Jekyll Island and the Federal Reserve. But anyway, he was telling me he was the youngest guy on the tour. That these guys were in their 70s and 80s. And one guy had open heart surgery in recent years and got on a program. And the guy said, you know, after that happened to me, he said, I knew I needed to do something. So this idea that age is holding you back from doing your program or getting a program going is absolute bullshit. And he was shocked. He was like, look, I was the youngest guy there. I'm like, that is really cool. So there's a lot out there. Turn that damn TV off. Quit watching the bullshit shows. Get out here, take a few steps, look around, think back on your life, and just clear the deck and say, you know, hey, it's not too late to make something happen. It's not. So anyway, it's the weekend. I don't know what the weather holds, but today is really nice. If it's nice where you're going to be, it's your golden opportunity to get something going. Get it going. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Have a good weekend.